I'm working on getting the netting up in our dahlia cutting garden today. I have the first patch done and I'm working on the last bit of it, and I want to show you. This is the quick tutorial on how to use your flower netting and stakes. Now, if you have just a few dahlias and you're saying, well, I don't really need a whole thing of netting, then I'm going to show you some other ways, but they're in the longer video. So comment dahlia below. I'll send you the full video. You can put your netting up with Erin and I in real time, and I'll also show you how to use twine, or you can just use tomato cages, but there's a certain kind of tomato cage. So comment dahlia below. I'll get you all of the details on the tutorial and the tools that we use. And now let's get started. You need netting. You need a mallet or a hammer, your choice. You need some gloves because the stakes end up hurting my hand when I have to hold it and hammer it. And then you need some stakes. Any kind of stake will work. These are ones that we've used for multiple seasons, but for years and years, I actually used these long branches that we cut off of our cherry and fruit trees when we trimmed them. So come on, let's go put the first stake in. Because we have a pretty long row to put support up on, I do the support stakes about 6 feet apart from each other this direction. And we plant our dahlias so that we have 2 dahlias side by side this way, and it is roughly like 3.5 feet across. Now, you're going to hold your stake firm and pound it in. When you put your stake in though, you want to make sure that it's in line with the one that is ahead of it, and it's also in line with the one that is across. That makes it the easiest to put your netting over it. If you're going to use twine, they can literally be any formation you want because you're going to weave that twine through it. Once we get the netting up and we're happy with how it all is coming together, then you trim it. Don't trim it first. It's way too easy to cut off the wrong part. So we just work our way down, trimming it off, then it looks a bit cleaner. And if your bed is wider than ours, this same netting will work. I need to look at it again. I think it can go across like a 5-foot bed. Do you remember, babe?
4 feet.
4 feet? Okay, 4 feet across. But it is this really, really long roll, and it lasts us multiple seasons. At the end of the season, unfortunately, this part does just go into the bin because it is dirty and sometimes it gets snipped in the process of cutting the dahlias, and so we don't reuse this, but I suppose if you were real careful, you could. We just use a fresh piece each season.